아! 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 찾았어. 아, 찾았다. 찾았어. 내가 꼭 문 열고 만다, 이 개씨.
I'm going to investigate the body I found overlooking Divinity Churchyard. There's a killer at large. He must be stopped.
기다려라. 아.
What the? It's the man! He's tailing us! Put your foot down! Go!
야, 열쇠.
Alfred, I found another body. The mutilation pattern looks to be identical to the previous murder victim.
죽었나?
Then it appears Gotham does
Yes,
indeed
sir.
have a serial killer in its midst. And here I was thinking this evening couldn't get any worse.
I'm going to scan the body for unique identifiers. Blood tests reveal the cause of death was an overdose of painkillers leading to cardiac arrest. Also, the victim's fingerprints have been burned off with acid.
A rather unsavory demise.
That's not all. It's as though the subject's DNA has been corrupted somehow. There's insufficient information for me to cross-reference the database. I'll have to use the deep tissue scanner to analyze the body for distinguishing features and determine the victim's identity.
Right you are, sir.
오, 신기. 뭐야? 콩팥인가? 뭐야 이거? 아니, 뭐 찾아야 되는 거 아니야?
This wound is relatively fresh, inflicted while the victim was still alive. Abrasion to the epidermal layers confirms the somewhat crude removal of a tattoo. The position of this scar
신장이야.
indicates the victim underwent surgery to remove one of their kidneys.
아까 뭐 했었는데. 두 명이라니요. 에헤. 받고. 아이고 받고. 침묵? 아니 없어. 얼굴 다 태워먹은 거 아니야? 아, 있다. 아까 이거 봤었지?
A plate made of tantalum, used here for a cranial fracture, most
뭐야,
probably the result
여자예요?
of a boxing accident. The victim's callous knuckles would only be acquired by a professional fighter.
아, 여자였어?
Alfred, the victim's name is Ella Montgomery.
It appears the kidney was donated to a twin sister who unfortunately died. This seems to have been the catalyst for her boxing pursuits, and hence the cranial injury. She went missing in Huntsville, Alabama.
What's unusual is that they didn't go missing in Gotham. They were brought here and killed. Why? We need to track down whoever did this.
Might I suggest keeping an ear out for any more of that ghastly opera music? It sounds ominously like a calling card.
뭐야? 아직 안 나왔는데?
He's probably out there watching us right now.
If I'm going to stop this killer, I should analyze the body I found on the rooftop of the Gotham Herald.
This op must cost more than what some countries spend in a year. Oh, crap! It's Batman! Get us out of here!
Alfred, we can add a third victim to the list.
This is becoming rather ghastly, sir. It brings to mind a spate of murders at the beginning of your career. It was Halloween then, if I'm not mistaken. Turned out to be rather a long one, if I recall.
I'm going to try and identify the body. Scar tissue on the upper arm. I recognize the pattern. 20 years ago, this was a badge of honor among inmates at Blackgate Penitentiary. A small group of racketeers known as
말하지
the
마.
Bloodhaven Six.
말하지 마. 시간 아까워.
Remnants of a pacemaker fitted through the right ventricle. If I cross-reference the manufacturer with the pacing method, it will help to narrow the search.
길어.
Clear signs of bone deformation on the victim's knee. Joint line sclerosis points to juvenile arthritis, a rare and debilitating condition. Alfred, I've ID'd the victim as Franklin Accardo.
His records are a litany of drug-related offenses, sir. In and out of prison from an early age. He was serving a 20-year sentence at Blackgate before being released early on grounds of ill health due to a heart condition. He moved to Little Rock, Arkansas, which is where he was reported missing.
Another person taken from outside the Gotham area.
A significant detail, sir.
So are these words written beside the bodies. Try and find a connection between the two victims I've found, Alfred. There has to be something linking them together.
I'll try my best, sir.
잠깐만. 아직 미용실 얘기 안 나왔지? 아 뭐야 더 해야 돼? 제발 미용실 좀 열어주세요.
Someone killed, mutilated, and posed a body on Merchant Bridge. If I'm going to stop, I need to investigate the crime scene for clues. Alfred, I found a fourth victim.
Highly regrettable, Master Bruce. All we can do is hope this body yields some clues as to the killer's identity.
Deformity on the left ear. Looks like a result of minor ear agenesis, a birth defect.
뭐야?
A wedding ring in the lower intestine. The inscription reads Ophelia.
반지가? 반지 맛있나? 반지를
The victim had a hip replacement. Scar tissue hasn't fully healed, so it must have been recent. Alfred, the victim's name is Anthony Lund. Hospital records show he suffered with alcoholism, most probably brought on by the breakdown of his marriage. The name on the ring, Ophelia, his ex-wife. He was last seen in Albuquerque, New Mexico. That's 3 victims, all of them abducted in various places around the country. Keep looking for a connection, Alfred.
Right you are, sir.
The writing by the bodies suggests the killer has a higher purpose. It's as if these weren't good enough for what he has in mind.
Do you think there are other victims?
Yes, and I don't know what he has planned for them. Investigating the body I discovered on the rooftop of Ted's electronics will help track the killer. He's still out there and needs to be stopped.
배고프다.
Oh man, it's him! Don't worry, he ain't catching us! Jeez, he's coming after us! Warren, get us out of here! Back up, it's the bat! Drive, drive!
뭐야? 응? 없는데? 아, 있구나.
I've seen that pattern of scar tissue before. It's a bite mark. Analyzing its radius points to a species of Selachomorpha. This particular variety of shark is only found in the waters off the coast of North Gotham.
가짜야?
The victim is fitted with an ocular prosthesis. This specific type of medical-grade acrylic was used only once during a trial 5 years ago. Signs of trauma to the upper arm. At some point, titanium screws have been implanted to repair a fractured
상어에
humerus.
물렸어? 아, 이거.
Alfred, the victim's name is Lisa Mendez.
She had quite a troubled upbringing, sir. Orphaned aged 9, foster homes, drug abuse. She developed a talent for surfing, hence the shark attack. Tragically, it's also how she lost her boyfriend. She was working for a Christian charity in Tucson, Arizona, when she went missing.
Have you found anything linking the victims?
I can find no personal or professional links between the victims, but they each went missing near state parks or playing fields.
Try and find anything connecting those places.
Of course, sir. I'll look into it.
The killer is mutilating and posing as victims and then putting them on display.
He left opera music playing at the crime scene. He wants them to be found.
Abducting people and mutilating their bodies. I'm going to find this killer, Alfred.
I think his penchant for opera is a clue, sir.
아, 씨. 아, 설마 오페라 소리 듣고 지금 찾아가라는 거야, 이거? 잠깐. 아씨, 뭐야 이거? 사프라라는 거야 이거? 아니 무슨 사프리니?
Abducting people, stripping away their identity, killing them. This man's deranged. He needs to be stopped.
Following the source of the opera music has proved fruitful so far this evening, sir. I suggest you continue.
오페라가 어디서 나오는데?
Bail out! Go! Go!
아칸 침대가 몇 번째지? 일, 이, 삼, 사, 오, 다섯 번째. 아, 이제 자러 가시는 건가요? 안녕히 주무세요. 바이바이. 시청해주셔서 감사합니다. 네, 감사. 땡큐. 바이바이. 왔던 데인데.
Alfred, I found a fifth victim.
I feared you would, sir.
That particular type of bleaching to the pigmentation of the skin denotes a chemical burn, most likely a chlorine-based substance.
뭐야?
Tracheal surgery to remove a cancerous growth has resulted in the victim being fitted with a voice box. The victim suffered a rare genetic disorder, causing them to have 6 fingers on one hand. Alfred, the victim's name is Allison Weers.
She was an engineer employed at Ace Chemicals. That would certainly explain some of her ailments. She moved into a retirement home in Bloodhaven several years ago. Their grounds are adjacent to a large park.
Do the details of the disappearance match with the others?
They do indeed, sir. Also, your request to cross-reference the parks and playing fields has proved fruitful. I've come across some leasing documentation that appears to have been falsified. Someone is attempting to cover their tracks.
Find out anything you can, Alfred. We couldn't have done anything to prevent these deaths, but we can still save others. There's a killer out there, Alfred. He must pay for what he's done.
The opera music seems as though it's all part of this. basic. Game, sir. It's a clue we ignore at our peril.
Nice driving, idiot. He's right there. Just go. You want to take the wheel? Two-Face, Penguin, Riddler. Screw 'em all. I'm working solo from now on.
몇 개 아니네. 오페라.
So hang on.
아직도 안
If
열렸네.
Batman is Bruce Wayne, then who's been playing Bruce Wayne all this time? You seen what that thing does to cars? I ain't staying to find out. Ain't it great having these streets all to ourselves?
아 분명 여긴데.
The hell is that thing? It's a bat. Turn around. Go, go. So what's the Scarecrow's top down? We weren't taking orders from that freak anyhow.
장거리 미사일 발사대를 처리하라고? 무슨 소리야 이게? 씨.
I bet I could take these militia guys.
아, 모든 시체? 그러면 안 가는 곳이 어디야? 5 4번?
Kid'd love this. Is that what I think it is? It's Batman! Step on it!
어디서든지 클래식은 안 되겠는데. 이쪽인가?
If we catch the bat, no reason we can't have a little fun before we hand him over.
아야.
I promise. Guys, I almost hit Batman.
뭐야?
This is why I signed up.
Riddler, talk while you still can.
I'll tell you everything I know.
It'll do.
나 저기 있다. 어? 이거 찾은 거 아니야? 찾을 거 아니야 이런. 찾을 거 아니냐? 삼 번을 안 갔었나? 아, 여기 갔던 것 같기도 하고.
this from now on. Damn it! Get out! Go! Keep on him! Put your foot down! Back up! He's gonna get us! No chance!
아 뭐야 이건 또.
I don't know how that building is still standing. We hit it with everything we had.
3.
Alfred, I've discovered another body.
6 victims, Master Bruce. When will this nightmare end?
An irregularity on the victim's chest. It appears to be a birthmark, quite distinctive.
뼈는 아 근육은 아 뭐야 총알이야?
There's a bullet lodged deep in the upper
Yeah.
bicep. This type of ammunition is predominantly used with a hunting rifle that hasn't been manufactured in over a decade.
뭐야 발가락 골절이야?
The left foot is missing several toes. The site of amputation suggests the removal of non-viable tissue in the treatment of frostbite. Alfred, I've ID'd the victim as Robert Kincaid.
He was a microbiologist who worked for Stag Enterprises. Many believe the shooting was connected to Kincaid's knowledge of controversial research, although that remains unverified. He took a teaching post in Atlanta, which is where he was reported missing.
Cross-reference this with the others. See if it fits.
It does indeed, sir. Sending you the information now.
The Circus of Strange. Its route recently took it through all the locations where the victims went missing. Get me a list of associated names.
The circus is run by a rather suspicious fellow named Laszlo Valentin.
Search for any properties owned or leased by the suspect.
Records show Mr. Valentin used to lease a beauty salon here in Gotham, but the lease expired shortly before construction began on Wayne International Plaza.
Send through the location. It's time to end this. Laszlo Valentin. He's killed 6 people, Alfred. No more. It's time to pay a visit to his beauty parlor.
Be careful, sir. The man is unhinged, even by Gotham standards.
되게 끔 있다. 비켜 임마.
Oh, crap! He's coming after us! Maury! You ever wonder if this whole thing is some
아 드디어 열렸다. 뭐야?
75 riddles remain. And when you solve them all, we will do battle, Detective. Glorious battle. With one minor caveat. You won't solve them all. Riddles remain.
아까 뭐지? 내려가서 찍어야 되나?
I can't take anymore.
Pig make it all better. Pain is just the body's way of saying thank you.
Thank you.
Here comes the choo-choo. Almost finished my dog. Almost perfect.
미친놈 아니야?
You're done here, Valentine. Let them go.
Oh, no, 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 no. Pig not ready yet. She's all unique and wrong. All messed up, inside out. Pig, make her better. Pig make all of us better.
It's over.
But Pig can fix you too. Make you perfect. Like the others.
You're insane.
And what are you?
I'm here to stop you.
Bad. Bad.
Pig is like clay. Pig is like God.
Pig is here to fix us all.
그래.
That's it, my darling. Show him how perfect you are.
빠이빠이. 시청해줘서 감사합니다.
Pig make you in pit.
들어가세요, 콩비님. 바이바이.
Rise up, my precious. He cannot keep you bound.
It's like they're immune to pain. I need to make sure they stay down.
Oh, that is what you're made of. He coming for you,
들어와.
Batman. Coming to make you perfect. Chop, chop, chop.
뭐야? 제발.
Pig, happy pig, glad. Pig gets to play with flesh, make it look pretty after death.
돼지, 넌 돼졌다. 들어와.
Riddles remain. And when you solve them all, we will do battle, Detective. Glorious battle. With one minor caveat. You won't solve them all.
Rise up, my precious. He cannot keep you bound.
It's like they're immune to pain. I need to make sure they stay down.
Go forth, my darlings. You have nothing to fear. Me coming for you, bat. Coming to make you pretty. Hurt him all the better. Oh, bring him to daddy. There's no perfection
아이,
without
뭐야.
pain. Yes, yes, Daddy! Hurt him all the better. On your feet, my precious! Yes! Oh, yes!
Yeah.
He chopped you up
뭐야?
Pig, happy pig, glad. Pig gets to play with flesh, make it look pretty.
존심 이상해. 빼빼로치님 어서 오세요. 자야 되는데. 자야 돼.
He can make you invincible. Perfect and invincible. Rise up, my precious.
네,
He
비금맨입니다.
cannot keep you bound.
It's like they're immune to pain. I need to make sure they stay down.
Hit him, children! Hurt him, children! He's so much less perfect than you. He coming for you, bat. Coming to make you perfect. He chops you up and put you back again. That's it. And proud. My darlings.
뭐야?
Chop, chop, chop. Oh, bring him to daddy. Oh. Yes, yes, daddy. Perfect.
Stands pretty as a pig.
아야.
Hee-haw.
Oh, that's it. Oh, that's it. You're perfect. He'll kill Big Daddy proud. Destroy him so Daddy can rebuild him. Oh, let me fix you. Fix you, my darling. Woo! Pig make you
아 뭐야 이거? 어떻게 해야 되는 거야 그거? 신속 사용 뭐 어떻게 쓰는 거야?
Chop you up and put you back.
어떻게 하는 걸까?
There's no protection without.
아니 씨. 이거 어떻게 잡아요 이거?
He chops you up and puts you back.
아니 어떻게 잡아할까? 이렇게. 뭐 어떡하라고 이거?
There's no protection without. Make you pretty. Chop, chop, chop. There's no protection without.
아씨. 아, 난 저런 거 안 뜬단 말이야.
Make you.
왜 폭발질이 나오냐고 이 쓰레기는. 헷갈리게.
I can't leave until I've rescued the other victims.
Can't take it anymore.
75 riddles remain. And when you solve them all, we will do battle, Detective. Glorious battle. With one minor caveat. You won't solve them all. Riddles remain.
Batman, please.
I need to take Valentine to the GCPD lockup.
아니 씨 뭐하는 거야?
Where are you taking me? Pig, go back to his circus.
I'm taking you where you won't be able to hurt anyone else. I'll make sure of it.
Pig doesn't hurt. Pig heals. Pig fixes. My Dollartrons are
아 다시 와야 되잖아 제발.
Those people are living a fate worse than death.
not death. Pig makes life worth living.
And the ones you murdered?
Too broken for Pig to make better. Too imperfect. They make Mother angry. Make Pig feel sick.
Those things you couldn't change. It's how I identified the bodies. It's how I caught you. It's why you failed.
No, not fail.
야 화나.
Pig show you sick. Like to see?
You've got problems, Val. Out you go, Valentine.
Don't lock Pig away. Mother won't be pleased.
친구 하나 더 데리고 왔다.
Not good enough. Oh, never good enough. So close until you stopped me. I can do better. So much better. It could have been so perfect.
Taking that mask off was a big mistake. Just a man.
Oh, crap! It's Batman! Get us out of here! Where's your backup now, huh? Man, the bat could crush us in that car tank thing. That thing will flatten us! Move! I'm going!
You need to get close and apply the explosive directly to destroy that wall.
끝났다. 아 드디어 3개 도시 다 했다. 하루 만에. 와 씨. 뭐야 왜? 뭐야? 2-2번 뭐였지? 아, 그 지하 들어가는 거죠?
Back up! It's the bat! Drive! Drive! Can you believe it? I was in Blackgate, the Asylum, Arkham City. Never seen Batman. Not once. Just lucky, I guess.
남은 거 가. 내일 이따가 일하면서 준비해야겠다. 내일 하루에 끝낼 수 있게. 가자 집으로. 배트맨아 집으로 가자. 고생했다. 경찰서 다시 가자. 우리 집으로 가야지.
Yeah, but who the hell was Joker? He's on our tail! Outrun that thing! Come on, lose him! I hope I see that two-faced guy up close. Think he'd let me take a picture? Back up! He's gonna get us! No chance!
오늘 배트맨 아캄 나이트 6일차 리들러 노가다 여기까지 하도록 하겠습니다. 여기까지